Welcome to Mobile GOP Talk. I'm your host, Donald. And tonight in the news, let's start with Paul Prine. Paul Prine filed two grievances, one in November and the other in January, against Rob Lansky, the executive director of public safety. Mayor Sandy Stimson said he had no choice but place Paul Prine on leave due to his deteriorating relationship with his direct bosses. Senator Katie Britt voted this week in favor of congressional review acts. She stated, "In every corner of our nation, the Biden administration seeks to impose far-reaching and unnecessary regulations on hard-working Americans. The House has passed a bill codifying definitions of women and men. The House of Representatives passed Thursday HB 111, setting the definitions of man and woman." And finally, Senator Tim Melson stated the Alabama medical cannabis licensing process is just a mess, as he introduced a new bill to address that mess. This medical cannabis program should have been established a long time ago. At this time, I'd like to introduce my wife and co-host, Brunice.
I got two podcasts. I'm serious and funny, but right now I will be political for my husband. He's a great husband, by the way. I love him very much. You ever notice that that's all we have, though, is old people. And Kay Ivey having cancer, she shouldn't even be in office. It's crazy because anything can happen. I mean, like...
We voted for Katie Britt. She's, 42 years old, give or take?
Yeah, well, I mean, she doesn't look her age, though, for real. She looks really good for her age.
We're trying to get younger blood in office.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like...
We're getting Mitch McConnell out.
Well, yeah, I still am sad about Jerry Carl, for real, because
but
I did vote for him, and...
He was in his 60s.
But he was my favorite. I don't know about this new one. So.
Barry Moore, he's younger.
Yeah. But Jerry Carl helped me out with a couple of things. That's why I liked him so much. Because he was just there to do it, and in like 2 days of emailing him, he was on the roll with it. But then the crime rate that's went up in Mobile. You know.
You vote, you get.
Yeah, but it don't matter who we vote for. No matter what, the crime rate's going up, and the cops don't. And the cops, they're tired of. I guess they don't care. They're done.
Yeah. Get for what you vote for.
And then you got the rookie cops that don't know what they're doing for real. And,
we got to do a better job at voting.
Yes, we do. And that's a problem. People don't get out there and they don't vote.
No.
I mean, that's like when we went to go vote.
People are disenfranchised.
Yeah. And, to me, I always thought that voting meant that you go, that voting was like, was a thing that people voted on, I didn't think about it being like the census and how many people lived here, and that's what it counted for. I thought that when we put that ballot into the ballot thing, that was our vote. That's what I thought.
The important part is when you vote for the senators and your representatives and things like that. That's the important part of voting.
Yeah.
Just going out and voting for president, that's not getting the job done. You got to put in the legwork. You got to vote for the representatives and senators, congressmen. That's getting the job done.
Yeah.
That's going to help you get the right president.
Mobile needs a lot done. I mean, Mobile needs a lot done. They took away a lot from Mobile. Think about it. They took away Bayfest from Mobile, which contributed a lot of money to Mobile. They took away, they're trying to take away so much stuff from Mobile, and Mobile's not going to make any money. I mean, even making movies down here. Of course, you got the movie stalkers, but, you can't make, they're not going to be able to generate money from that.
Well, real. We're making more movies here.
Yeah, we're making movies here, but, we're not.
We're making more, we're getting more actors and you know.
Well, I kind of wish Nicolas Cage were moving behind it or beside us. That'd be great, man.
You know, I mean,
You know,
we're getting we're getting there.
yeah, but we really do need better people in the office that's gonna take the crime rate down, because right now the
You
gun
got to
law
put
is
in the
so
legwork.
easy.
You got to put in the legwork.
I know, but the thing is, the problem is that the crime rate needs to go down, because now I'm scared to go anywhere. I'm scared to go to New Year's thing. I want to see the moon thing drop, the moon pie. Why would we have a moon pie? But anyway, but that's not the point.
The crime rate is high because we have soft on crime policies.
Well, not only that, but anybody can go get a gun now. They're not checking mental statuses on guns, because if they did, half these people wouldn't get guns.
We don't need to put regulations on firearms. That's what the Second Amendment's for.
No, but I do think that certain people don't need guns. There are so many school shootings. I mean, I remember when Scarlett would call me up from her school, and they had to close up the thing and put posters over the windows because there was a shooter active on ground. But when I called the school, they would lie and say it's just a test.
Never heard of a school shooting in Mobile.
Give it time. We got the worst people right now working in office.
I would give you that. We've got the worst people in office.
We got worse people everywhere. It don't matter where you go, they're bad. I ain't gonna lie, I did like Ramaswamy. I ain't gonna lie.
Vivek Ramaswamy was a decent candidate.
I liked him. But I'll take Trump any day.
Donald Trump was probably one of the best presidents in recent history. I give you that.
Well, like we were talking about earlier.
But once again, we get back into the fact that he's getting old.
But Clinton
he's almost 80 years old.
But Bill Clinton wasn't old when he went in. Obama wasn't old when he went in. See, but they're all Democrats. Why is it that the Democrats are young, but the Republicans are old?
RFK is running for president. He's
actually what is he
old.
running for though? I heard that because he said he's not doing libertarian, so he's not Green Party no more, right?
I'm not sure exactly what he's running for now. Last I heard, he was running third party. I don't know what he's running for.
I like him, but I think that Trump should win this.
Donald Trump definitely did great with the economy. I've said time and time again, America is an industrial complex. You want somebody that knows how to manage money to run your business. America is a business. Donald Trump is
he tweeted all
a fantastic businessman.
But he does have his own platform now, so you know. But the whole point is that
and
that's like the other day.
Platform is doing quite well financially.
Yeah, well, that's like that day that cop got the cop. Trump went to his, but yet Biden went to a
fundraiser.
There you go. You know, and no offense, but I'm still trying to figure out what that man keeps tripping over. I'm sorry.
His own 2 feet.
I've never seen somebody trip as much as this man.
He keeps tripping over his own 2 feet.
Yeah. And if he wins this year, and I don't care who hears me say this, if he wins this year, then the whole thing was rigged.
I agree.
Because there's no way in hell that somebody's wanting him back in office. If they do, then there's something wrong with their heads. If they don't see what's going on in this world right now.
Joe Biden has been the worst president since Jimmy Carter.
I'll put it to you this way. The $300-something that we spend for food back in the day would have been like 3 to 5 carts of food, right? Good food.
Yeah.
You would have been filled up, right?
Yeah.
Your whole cabinet, refrigerator, everything. Now, you see what I get.
During the Reagan era. I understand.
Yeah, you see what I get, though, with what we get. You see what we spend and what we can get out of it. And it's not much at all. And that's because everything just keeps rising up. It keeps rising up. And now the sugar's rising. And it's about to be about the same price as a bag.
Groceries have went up 25% since Joe Biden has been in office.
Well, Mama warned me a long time ago about sugar, because she said you better be careful, because one day sugar's going to be more than what the bag is.
I know.
You know, And that's what scares me, because one day I'm gonna look on the Walmart app, and the 25-pound bag of sugar is gonna cost me $30.
That's ridiculous.
And Biden ain't gonna jump in and say, "Hey, you need to lower the price, or you're gonna be fined."
We don't need more federal regulations. We need less federal regulations.
Yes.
Joe Biden opened up the reserve and emptied out like nearly 3/4 of the reserve, from what I remember.
Yeah. And not only that, but why is our money going to Ukraine?
Technically, it's not money. It's
Credit.
no. It's
Is it an IOU?
no. It's more like stuff, like ammunition and
Yeah, but he sent
rockets.
them money too, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been some funds going there too for
But
money
yeah,
laundering.
he doesn't care for his own people. He's made the richer a little poorer, and he's
Yeah.
made the poor even more poor than what we are.
Yeah.
Instead of
No, he's
middle,
made the rich
instead
richer
of
and the
instead
poor
of
even
being
more
middle
poor.
class now, we are now down to, we didn't step down.
The only people that have gotten wealthier are the ones that have bought into the Biden game. For those of you that buy into the conspiracy theory stuff, watch Died Suddenly on the Rumble app. That's why I will not take the jab.
That, and the fact that my doctor told me straight up that he won't give you the shot, but you have to go to your pharmacy to do it. Now, if your doctor doesn't trust it enough to give it to you, then I wouldn't put it in my body.
If your doctor was paid to tell you to
Which
get
I
the
did see
shot,
that, by the way. I did see that. You remember, you were right there. I checked it out on the website. He did get paid to promote that.
if your doctor is being paid to promote the shot, you shouldn't be taking the shot.
I actually saw it on the website. My doctor got paid to advertise
But
that.
please do yourself a favor and watch Died Suddenly on the Rumble app.
Before you get another shot,
If you haven't got the shot,
please don't
don't get the shot.
Please don't get it. Because y'all, COVID ain't nothing but it. Look, me and my husband didn't even get the shot, but yet we didn't get it. But the ones that got the shot ended up with COVID. And
Look at all the people that got the jab and died.
Yeah, what he told y'all to watch is that scared me. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get it. That scared me. That was worse than a horror movie. And it takes a lot to scare me. The only other person that's ever scared me was Freddy Krueger.
Because it's the truth. It's real. There's nothing more scary than the truth.
Yeah, because the coroner said, one of the coroners said, in all the years that he's ever done it, he's never seen what's coming out of their bodies. And they look like worms, but they're not. They're clots.
Yeah. It looks like some alien life. It's terrifying.
I mean, I think what they did was they gave the government placebos, and the people, they gave them the real stuff. So it made it look like, and if one did fall, if somebody big did fall, it's so therefore they don't see that they gave the other ones placebos. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to have one goat at least.
I am not an anti-vaxxer, but I am definitely an anti-COVID shot.
Hey, look, I don't even do the flu shot. I don't take no shots at all. No, the only shot I do, if I need an EpiPen, he has to do that. But yeah, I won't mess with that. He has to do that for me. I can't do that. But the other shot that I'll probably end up getting is another tattoo or something. But they ain't shots.
Oh yeah, you can jab me all day with a tattoo.
But no, you can't jab me with a needle and get away with it. My mama tried that. She looked like Jason. No, that ain't happening. I had to drive 45 minutes out of my way just to go get a shot. A B12. Because I was B12 deficiency at the time. My mama looked like Jason trying to stab me. My mama couldn't do it either.
Not doing it.
I got PTSD now. No. When the doctor says he needs to give me a shot, nope. I don't want to stand still for this one. They tell you to pull it down a little bit so they can get your thigh.
First question out of my mouth, does that have mRNA in it?
Hey, look. I looked at my thing, and it even says I declined everything. I declined the flu shot. I declined every shot. Because I will. I told him straight up I won't do it.
I'm not.
I said, I'm not nobody's guinea pig.
I think it's important in a relationship for for the couple to agree politically,
Yeah.
because if you have a Republican and a Democrat living
Y'all be
together,
fighting all the
y'all be
time.
fighting about
Man, y'all
everything.
wouldn't never get no booty. It'd be sucking.
No, well, I mean,
Maybe
you
some
you
angry
wouldn't agree
makeup
you wouldn't
fight.
agree on quite a few issues.
I mean, honestly, if you were a Democrat, because I was raised in a Republican family, so if you were a Democrat, we'd be fighting all the time. I don't like fighting. It wastes way too much of your breath, so people do not marry the opposite. Do not marry a damn Democrat if you're a Republican.
Don't even date a damn Democrat.
Don't do it. When you before you even date somebody, ask them if they're Democrat or Republican. You want to make sure that you date the same.
I do Trump. I do Biden.
They're actually, I forget the.
Could you imagine the sex though, for real?
There is a Republican dating app called
Is
The
it?
Right Stuff. Yes,
Does Democrats get on it?
possibly. I'm not certain, but I watch Tucker Carlson all the time, and he was interviewing one of the guys that started up the app.
But no, I mean, it is good though to have
know.
your spouse or your boyfriend be the same as you, because
Yes.
if not, then you're always gonna fight over things, because
Yeah.
the Democrats
Yeah.
believe one thing, we believe the other thing, you know. So that's why we were raised in a Republican family. My mom and dad were Republican, so we were Republican. You know, I didn't vote that one year, you know, because you know, I didn't, my mental status thing didn't let me, you know, I just, you know, but. Honestly, I didn't know who I liked, honestly, at the time. But after I saw Trump in action, and I saw the way Trump was getting this, you know, America great, like, and he really wasn't lying when he said that. He was doing great with America, and then I got used to that, you know, and I started liking him, but I was like, man, he's tweeting way too much stuff, you know, and but other than that, I liked him.
The only disagreement I have with Trump is his age. I would like somebody young, like Vivek Ramaswamy. He's a younger guy.
Yeah, but
He's
didn't he
full
drop
of
out? He
energy.
dropped out though.
Yeah. He did drop out and supported Donald Trump as the
Well, it'd be good if he
presidential
become
candidate.
vice president though.
Right.
I would love that.
But I mean, he's a younger guy. He's under 40 if I'm not mistaken. But
I just like the smug on his face when people try to cut him down.
He's a smug.
I like it.
ass.
People try to cut him down.
Yeah.
He was smugging it. I was like, that's the dude for
He
me.
did really well in the debates.
That's why I was so surprised when
I watched the debates. You know, politics is pretty important to me. You know, especially right now with the state of America. You know, Joe Biden is doing a terrible job at running this country. He ain't running this country. He's ruining this country, in my opinion. For those of you that are checking out my podcast here, I am very conservative.
he really is. Every day I have to watch the news for at least an hour, and then it's like 3 or 4 hours of Fox or something to do with the
Fox, Newsmax.
I mean, he watches
something.
it all.
Then it's time.
Yeah, and then it's time for him to go outside and do with the yard and stuff, and then he'll get me outside to help him out a little bit, you know, because, you know, he wants me outside with talking, and, you know, something's been digging up our ground, so we're trying to figure out what that is too. So, you know, it's just kind of been hard there, because make our day as good as we can, you know. After we watch political stuff, my blood pressure goes up, don't get me wrong. One day I was like sitting there, my blood pressure, I could feel it go up watching the news, you know, and I'm like, man, I can go all night about
the state of our country, you know, all the illegals coming across the border.
I know, what made me mad was the ones that didn't get that had the cocaine and everything, shotguns across the street from a school, and still got out without having a bill. Like,
yeah.
Like, how does that happen? Because if that was me, I'd be in jail for life.
Without a doubt, we've got plenty of illegals right here in Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we see them all the time.
We got a lot of homeless population too, though.
We have a large homeless population.
Yes.
We have a large drug addiction population.
Yes, we do. I mean, we live out in the country. You would think out here we wouldn't have that much, but we really do out here. It got worse.
I was down March Road and saw a trailer full of Mexicans
Yeah.
or Hispanic people or something, and first thing came to mind is, man, there's 15 of them standing there. I mean, it's a single wide mobile home. I mean, what?
Well, that's
Yeah.
like that time that's like the time when we went to Louisiana. They had that little tiny Kia car, and like
Oh,
20 of them come out, 25 of them come out. I'm like, where were they at?
Man, they are efficient as hell.
They really are. It's like they Jenga each other or something. I don't know. Well, I would like to know their secret though, for real, because for real, like I would like to know
We
how
could
they
barely
do it.
fit 4 into a Jeep.
Right? I want to know your secret, people.
We
For
could
real.
barely fit 4
Like,
in a Jeep.
like just email my podcast and tell me your secret. Just email my podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know who I am if you know my page. Email me on my podcast. I want to know y'all's secret, for real. Email me on the Two Sisters Drinking Tea. Email me on there. I want to know y'all's secret.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate after this one.
No, you're not.
On a serious note, I mean,
Yeah.
we have a large population of illegal immigrants in this country,
Yes. But we
And-
also have a large
and-
population of homeless.
and I've said time and time again that census is going to count.
I
That census
know.
is going to count come election time.
You see, to me, that don't make no damn sense, because how is it that them illegal immigrants can make anything about a president? Like, they should not have anything to do with what we vote on. I mean, I don't have a guy coming around asking me for my census, so how do they know how many people live here?
By how many people register to vote here or register to live here. They recently voted to increase the fire station.
Don't tell me that, because
Yeah, it was on the news.
I'm already paying $35 on that.
No, that's why it went up. It was on the news. They voted to increase the.
What's it going to now?
I don't remember. It only went up $5 though.
Okay, well, I mean, hell, they do. I ain't mad because the fire department does a lot, so I'm not mad at them. I ain't worried about paying. That's like,
No, I mean,
but you see, the thing is though, for real, it's like it doesn't make no sense. Okay, so you have to pay taxes for your tag every year. You have to pay for your license every 4 years.
I
You
did.
pay taxes for your
Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
I mean, taxes is everything.
Your life is on tax.
Hey,
Where does them taxes go to?
I disagree with a lot of that. I don't believe I should have to pay to drive down the street
Yes.
because I'm not conducting any form of commerce.
Yeah.
I'm just driving.
Yeah.
The only time I should have to pay to drive down that street is if I'm conducting commerce.
Yeah.
If I'm working, if I'm using that road to conduct business, is the only time I should have to pay to drive down that road.
No, but honestly, no. But here's the thing, though.
But I
okay?
get charged
I
every
think that if
day.
you, I think that if you already have your land in your place in your home paid for, that you should not have to pay property taxes because you've already got to pay it off. It's yours.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't pay it, then they go and they auction it off to whoever. And then to me, that's not right because they're taking your land like you're Indian. That's like my car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a perfect driving record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was $51. Okay, and all of a sudden, without I ain't done nothing wrong. It jumped up to $57, and I ain't even. I
You
don't
wanna
do
know why?
nothing.
Joe Biden.
Because Joe Biden. That's what they told me. That's what they told me when I asked them.
Joe Biden.
They told me Joe Biden. And it's not fair because I'm a good driver. You can ask them. You drove. Our managers rode with us. He can tell you I'm a good driver.
When I was in the Army,
I got into one wreck.
I was in so many different
I've been
driving
in other wrecks,
classes.
but one
All
wreck.
I did was I was in driving school, accident avoidance school. All I did was in drive school.
And you see, the thing is, with you,
I could drive.
You see, the thing is, with you being a veteran, though, you think that they would treat you a lot better than what they do.
I won't give two shits about that.
They don't care about the fact once they're done with you, they're done with you, huh? I want to go to a nursing home one day, and I want to go to a nursing home one day and visit some of these old people, like Because some of these don't have families that visit them. They really don't. And it makes me sad. I think that one day we might want to do that, you know, like.
Trump for president.
Yes, Trump for president. You need to make your vote. You need to make your vote. You need to go
Go
out there. You need to
vote.
vote. You need to make it count, because if you don't, then they're gonna win.
Go vote.
The other one's gonna win, and we won't be American no more. If he
Go
gets
vote.
it, we're not gonna be American no more.
We don't want another liberal back in office.
I don't need that. No, because we can barely keep up with what we got now. I'll put it to you this way, okay?
Doesn't feel like home of the free already.
It's not home of the free now. They're trying to take it now.
Yeah, they're trying to take your freedom.
They're trying to take it. But if you think about it, they're trying to divide America too, because they know if all of us got together, and we all protested against the government, there's nothing that they can do. That's why they are dividing us.
That's why I'm not on Facebook. You know, they booted me right off Facebook.
Oh yeah, they banned him.
You know, freedom of speech. There's no such thing as freedom of speech on Facebook.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but from what I read, they're talking about if you say a cuss word starting next month, they're going to ban you on Facebook. And I'm like, well, it looks like if they do, I'm going to TikTok. I'm there anyway, but still, I'm just going to stay on TikTok like I do now. But to me, it's stupid. I mean, it's like, don't tell me what to do.
I joined Facebook back, I don't know, around 2006-ish is when right around the time I joined the military.
Yeah.
That's when I found out I had a sister in Kentucky.
Which I'm friends with.
Well,
so,
actually,
so no matter
at the
what,
time
we
she
keep
was in
up with her.
Florida.
And your dad, I keep up with your daddy. You know, I'm on Facebook, but I keep up with his family and stuff, and I love his family to death, you know, and just like I love my manager and his family to death, you know, because they're my family. I mean, your family is who you make it. You know, your family isn't just blood, it's who you make it. You know, it's your trust, it's your circle, you know. But I mean, honestly, the thing is the one thing I did notice when we went to go vote was there was not many voters at all. Like,
Well, we went at a different at low peak time.
What time did we go?
Around like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Remember, because I brought my little card with me to show low
But
peak time.
you see, the thing was because his license was expired, so he had to go do it back there in the he had to sit in the front, and so Marcy was sitting beside me. She's trying to figure out who to vote for. She's asking me, and because my brain, because he watches so much news, even though he don't think I'm listening.
Like I was thinking,
Hang on. No, listen. Even though he doesn't think I'm
I was
listening.
like, I remember listening.
Hang
I was
on,
like,
hang
which
on.
one's which?
Hang on. Even though he doesn't think I'm listening, I voted for every one of the ones he voted for, and he wasn't even in the same room. Because my brain knew what to vote for. You know, it's like Marcy was asking me who to vote for, and I'm like, just vote for this one. Vote for this one. You know, I'm trying not to be loud, you know, and then we got people going, MAGA! You know, like, you can tell that half the people in there were Republican.
Something we've been dealing with now, actually. I mean, we're getting the hell taxed out of us, and
Well, I mean,
we really don't have any real representation as it stands now. I mean, technically, they say we have representatives in Congress and senators and stuff like that, but they don't really represent us. They represent their own selves. They represent their own self-interest.
yeah.
In the end, I mean, take a look at Joe Biden himself. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, his only real self-interest is his pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of Republicans and Democrats alike, and you know, their own self-interest is what they're really in office for, to be honest. I mean, they may have began in the beginning, they were doing good things, but at the, you know, by the time they're in office for 10 years, they're just there, you know, just to get rich. You know, I mean, you know, look at the money that Nancy Pelosi's made in her time in office. Look the money Joe Biden's made in his time in office. Look at the money Obama's made.
I mean, but here's the thing though. This is what scares me is is the people that represent us.
Look at Mitch McConnell.
Oh, no, that's what I was about to go on. I mean, I felt. I mean, this poor dude up there standing up there doing a speech, and all of a sudden he just like quiet, blank stare.
I'm not even going there. I'm just talking about the money they've
I know,
made
yeah.
since they've been in office. Mitch McConnell's been in office, what, 40 some odd years?
Yeah, but
And he's gotten so rich.
yeah,
Joe Biden has gotten rich.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi has gotten rich. Have they been representing me? Have they been representing you?
Nope.
Or you or you? No.
Nope.
They've been representing their pocketbook.
Yeah.
That's taxation without representation. I've been taxed and I've been taxed and I've been taxed and I've been taxed. I don't have any representatives.
But that's like people, what, this year have been complaining because when they do their income taxes, they owe now.
That's Joe Biden's new policy.
Instead of them getting taxes back, they owe taxes. Like
That's Joe Biden's new policies in act.
How do you owe taxes when every other time you got taxed?
Those are Joe Biden's new policies being enacted. Build back better. How you gonna build back better? By taking more taxes from people.
It's not right though, because people work really hard to get their money, and at the end, all you want is their income tax back.
Yeah.
Because people look forward to that. I used to. That was when I knew I can go out and go spend.
Maybe
Now I'm like,
when my kids were very young, yeah, I got taxes. But as they grew, I got my skill level got better, so I made more money by the hour. So I started having to pay. I started having to pay more money back. So yeah, I know.
People complain because they didn't get taxes back, and if they did, it was barely anything.
I understand that. I really do.
That's sad.
I understand that. I understand having to pay taxes back because I still owe tax money.
I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing people say, "Oh, it's the end of the." The world's not ending. It's the government that's running the country that makes you think it is. Seriously, just because there's violence, just because the government sucks, doesn't mean the world's going to end.
This has been Mobile GOP Talk. We're gonna wrap this up.
Very interesting.
I'm gonna be having surgery on Tuesday, so I'm gonna be out of it for a little while. When I come back, I'm gonna be bringing some guests with me. We're gonna interview some very friendly people. Hopefully, I'll be interviewing a few politicians soon, and I'm gonna be bringing some guests with me. Like and share, and I'll be back. Thank you.